Thank you for your interest in deep marketing strategies. Hi, my name is Rob Reich, and I'm going to introduce you to not only the background of deep marketing and how I developed it and what it's done for me, my company, and now title agents around the United States. But I'm also going to give you some information on how I go about teaching execution. I think that's super important. So thanks for your time. My email and contact information is at the end of this. I look forward to talking to you. We developed a deep marketing strategy solely because we had a need to communicate for the first time with the title industry as a whole, all 20,000 settlement agents. We needed to be able to tell our story of what we could do for them in a very effective way. That didn't include hiring a huge sales team. That didn't include spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on marketing. A big step in the right direction is that people who represent your company need to understand that they are their own brand. And while the company is also a brand, when the rep becomes responsible for their brand, everything starts to change. So as I started to deploy deep marketing strategies, I learned pretty quickly that it's possible to significantly grow your revenue. So whether you want to increase them by 10%, 20%, 2x, 10x, these things are within your reach. If we haven't met before, my name is Robert Reich. I go by Rob. I'm the founding partner and CEO of NextDeal, a company that provides groundbreaking technology to the title industry. When I started down the path of learning the deep marketing strategy, I only had a few hundred followers on LinkedIn. In about 18 months' time, I grew it to, well, now it's about 6,500 followers. And the really interesting thing is I did it in about 15 minutes a day. I did not want LinkedIn or any other strategy to take over what my daily obligations were to my company, growing my company, servicing our customers, etc. I host a podcast where I interview some of the brightest and the best people in the industry to deliver value in the message of how we can help title agents with either regulation, marketing and sales, operations, and more. You can find the podcast at www.nextdeal.us, and there's a podcast button. And I also speak at industry meetings and continuing ed meetings, underwriting meetings, the software annual meetings, Ultra One, NS3, etc. Some of the things that your team will learn quickly is what your competition doesn't know. Your competition is marketing and using old strategies. They don't know how to promote the personal brands within their organization. I think that's important. They don't know how to easily become a production company. Your team can produce content that is meaningful easily. And there's exponential value to be found in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is underused by a lot of companies, especially in the real estate space. And those who do use it wrong. And there's a clear path to becoming a thought leader. Your reps can learn that in becoming a thought leader, that everything will change. Their relationships with realtors will change. Their relationships with the industry will change, all for the better when they become thought leaders. So the reason most marketing and advertising strategies don't work in 2019 is because they're old strategies. They're the strategies that were created many years ago by Madison Avenue when television, and you can see the kind of television I'm talking about in the picture, when television became prevalent in our homes. So the strategy is 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, but here's the funny thing. People are still using same and similar strategies in their businesses today, and title agents are some of the ones who are most guilty of that. Case in point. So it's 2019 and things have changed and will continue to change. Technology moves at a very, very rapid pace. When we can launch a rocket into space and return it to Earth, it's time to update your marketing strategies. The single most important asset that your customers have and that you have in 2019 is time. I don't think there's anything more important than that. And if your marketing messages that your team was putting out saved time for your customers, saved them time, gave them time, made them time, then everything will change. So as you probably know, I've created the Deep Marketing Workshop. It's been extremely effective. It can be done via WebEx. It can be done live. We could do a combination of the two, where I'm showing folks how to execute on deep marketing. I'm giving them the shortcuts, the hacks, if you will, to grow their business very quickly and to really start down that path of becoming a thought leader. Your team will learn how to grow their connections on LinkedIn. We will give your reps, closers, and processors the confidence to bring in new business. So if you want to include not just reps, but closers and processors in on this, they're more than welcome, and they will learn how to easily become involved in the sales process, quite frankly, without selling. They're just going to deliver value. And we're going to dramatically increase the number of customer touches and prospective customer touches that you and your team can have every month without overdoing it. It's all about being relevant, staying top of mind, but of course, without overdoing it. And finally, your marketing team will learn how they can actually be in more than one place at the same time. They can defy the laws of physics. So the best way to learn deep marketing is through a 4-month process, a couple of WebEx meetings every month. Each session is at least an hour, usually about an hour and a half, where I go through the most important things that they need to know. At first, it is understanding the theory and the history, how to deliver value. So month 1 is very basic, but very, very meaningful. If we can set your team up through understanding, then everything will flow from here. I give homework at the end of each session so that they have some carryover work to do before the next month. And then we run through month 2, where we really dive into content marketing. How do you deliver value to your customers? I will give them all they need to execute on that. How they grow their connections by the thousands on LinkedIn. The connections are the assets in LinkedIn. If your connections are thousands more from wherever you are now, boy, it'll really make a difference. And how does LinkedIn enable you to be in more than one place at the same time? So I'll show them how to multiply themselves easily, and then we'll assign homework. Month 3, much of the same in terms of the format. More on content marketing. Content marketing takes some time. It can't be done in 1 month, and by the time I get to month 3, I start to get feedback from them, and they'll ask questions about how to execute on the content marketing in terms of delivering value. And there are methods and strategies to deliver that content, posting versus blogging. Both of those work very well. They can produce a podcast or a video blog. For those who are super outgoing and like the camera, that can work really well. And I'll assign some homework for them to actually start creating content. So execution is a big part of the workshop. It's not just me in front of your team telling them what to do. I actually have them execute, and we work on that together, shoulder to shoulder. We wind up talking about how we cross over to Facebook, Instagram, email, live meetings from the beginning, which I like to use LinkedIn as a jumping off point, but it's certainly not the only place. Targeted ads, if you want to spend a little bit of money on targeted ads because it is cheap, there's a way to do targeted ads on social media that nobody else is really doing. It's 2019 targeted advertising that can effectively bring you business. And using social media to prepare for meetings to have the advantage over the competition. This is huge. The information, as the military says, the intel is out there about your customers and prospective customers that your reps need to know and should know, and it's constantly being updated. So being able to walk into a meeting and knowing more than just a little about a real estate agent can make all the difference in the world. We get into how to produce the podcast or a video blog, not just talking about the content, but in month 4, we'll actually go into the production of it. Again, it's easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. I tell most reps and the escrow team, this is about 15 minutes a day to make a big difference. And again, I'll give them some homework. Obviously, this is the last month, but this is some homework that will help them to, again, execute. Here's my value proposition. If you'd like to go monthly, that's fine. If you want a discounted single payment, that's okay too. There are some options there where I can deliver this live. It's a half-day event. It could be longer depending on how many people. And I can also do live training for realtors who are your customers. So I also teach deep marketing to real estate agents and loan originators, how they can further their businesses and their careers using deep marketing. And that, of course, comes through the title agency so that you get all the benefit. Thanks for your time. Let's talk about this soon. You've got my contact information. If you don't remember my email, there it is on the bottom of the page. I look forward to talking to you.